Alright guys, I'm bringing you here a cool modification for your Makita miter saw. Stick around and I will show you the whole procedure. Now we're going to be removing the transformer, the laser, that's what you see right there. We're going to need an LED light strips. I'm going to put the link in the description. Now an Allen wrench, the 6 and the 4 millimeters. Now handheld screwdriver, do not use in impact, some type of clamp and a little container for your screws. Now you see right there, we're going to slide this baby out just to make sure we have like more space to work with, and we're gonna put the clamp right in there so it stays secure. Now the main reason we're doing all this is because the laser is never going to be as precise of the shadow himself of the blade of your miter saw. That's what it is, and that's why we try to put like some cool nice bright LEDs here so we can cast a nice shadow underneath the blade. Now just to let you know, I previously did this modification already, but I reshoot the whole video and I take it apart everything just to show exactly step by step how to do all this. So hopefully you continue watching the video and see the steps. And again, here's the little container. In order to keep all the parts together, we're gonna remove this piece of plastic, and we're gonna remove this as well. We're gonna need a flat screwdriver, will do, and you're gonna do one side first, lift it up with your finger and press the other side, or push it the other side out, and will come off. Now you're gonna remove this little screw in order to remove that laser assembly. And we're not gonna need that laser anymore, so you can put it on the little Ziploc bag for future reference, or you're gonna like install it back or something like that. Now we're gonna be removing those two pieces of plastic. It's gonna be just one screw, and you should be able to remove both of them. Now after that, we're gonna have access to the connector. We're just gonna unplug it. Now we're just gonna be removing 6 screws. And once you do that, you're gonna be able to lift it up, this plastic part. Let's remove this little button because I can just get lost. Remove it and put it in a safe area. Don't forget to remove the batteries from the saw. And now we're gonna have access to the transformer, this little square right here. And this is the connector from underneath, the one that I was talking about, that we unplug it, that goes to the laser. Now it's gonna be a few cables here, like 2 of those it's gonna go to the battery. We're gonna like snip those, cut it off. It's gonna be essential for the new setup. Now the other 2 cables that needs to be cut off as well is gonna be the white and the black that goes to the switch, as you see right there on that switch. Now we're gonna push this connector up through that little hole in order to remove the transformer. Once you cut those off, and you're gonna be able to remove the transformer easily. Now here's the new configuration. The red cable needs to be extended, so I assume that you have a piece of cable at this point. I'm sorry, I didn't mention this early. And now the black cable is gonna be connected to the switch. It's isolder because it's a better connection. Now the white cable is gonna be extended down through that hole in order to complete the circuit for the LEDs. Now we're gonna clean them up that area. That's where the LEDs is going to go. Here are the LEDs that I purchased on Amazon. I'm gonna put the link on the description. Now as you see here, I soldered 2 of those in sequence. I didn't have it like that. I just have 2 strips, 1 in each side, and that was before, but now I decided to improve the design, so I soldered like 2 of them, folding them like that. Now the reason I did that is because I want to generate more brightness in that same area. Now we're gonna pass them through and just kind of stick it in there pretty good and solid. Now we're gonna notch it like 2 little areas in there for the cables, because it's the only way you can pass them through that little plastic cover. Now this is a critical step. Those LEDs gotta be next to each other as close as possible, and here I'm gonna explain why. Before that, make sure that you run a little test, plug it in with your battery and your cables before you like do the final steps. Now if you see right there, that's why I say it needs to be close to each other, as close as possible, because it stays closer to the blade and it will cast a nicer shadow, like sharper or darker shadow on the material. Because in the beginning I tried to like put it apart and I was casting this weird shadow. I was like, looks worse than the laser. And after a bunch of testing, I got the best configuration. I was like, oh, there we go, but it took me a few hours. And definitely the best way that you can show some appreciation for this work that I put into this my videos is just by giving a like to this video. It really make a difference and motivates me to continue creating great tutorials for all of you. Now let me know if you run into any trouble. Put your questions in the comment sections down below, and as soon as I have time, I will answer as quick as possible. Now keep in mind that you need a soldering iron in order to get this done and achieve the best results. And again, I'm sorry I didn't put that in the beginning of the video, but you can just twist the cables, I guess, and make it work. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.